Welcome back to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, I know many of you have already heard the unfortunate news that head Celtics coach Ime Udoka has been suspended for a year to 2 years behind his infidelity with a fellow staffmate. Now, Ime was or is engaged to Nia Long, and this news of the infidelity and him getting suspended came as a great surprise to her, as she had no idea that her fiance of 10 years was hooking up with the travel planner. Allegedly. And I wanted to cover this scandal from a different angle because the way that we're talking about it is a bit problematic. Most of the public's reaction is not that Ime Udoka cheated, but that he cheated on Nia Long. Now, don't get me wrong, Nia Long is an amazing actress and a beautiful woman. She really is a gem within the Black American community. And according to this societal standards of beauty, she would be considered extremely above average. She would be considered an exceptionally beautiful woman. And what I noticed is that when exceptionally beautiful women get cheated on, for example, Beyonce, Halle Berry, and now Nia Long, there's this idea that because they are beautiful, because they are exceptional, they are exempt from infidelity. And because we know that pretty privilege exists and that these women do benefit from pretty privilege, we also believe that they will benefit from commitment in romantic relationships because they're at the top of the hierarchy. They're at the top of the beauty standard and desirability. So what man would cheat on the most desirable woman? But the truth is that desirable women absolutely get cheated on. And when we say things like, oh my gosh, such and such got cheated on, but she's so beautiful, what we're inherently saying is that women who aren't conventionally beautiful deserve to get cheated on. Or that because they don't fit a particular beauty standard, that they don't deserve to be loved or treated faithfully, or that the man should get a pass because it's probably her fault for being unattractive. I never really care for the Kevin Samuels talking point about women being average, above average, or below average, because it really doesn't matter. If a man has a woman who is above average, he'll still cheat with a woman who's below average. It really doesn't matter where you rank on society's scale of beauty because they will still cheat on the most beautiful women or the most desirable women for women who they consider less desirable. And this tale is as old as time, which is why I'm always shocked when y'all are shocked. But beauty does not keep an unfaithful man at home. Nia Long did not deserve to be cheated on, and not because she's beautiful, but because she made a commitment, a monogamous commitment with Ime Udoka. Something also is not clean in the buttermilk. I mean, a 10-year engagement, those are red flags if I ever seen them, honey. So clearly there was some issues there, but we don't know. We can only speculate, but a 10-year engagement definitely raises a lot of red flags. Maybe there were some commitment issues or some trust issues that prolonged the marriage. And after reading that there could allegedly be multiple women, yeah, she knew what type of man she had. I don't think she wanted to make a commitment to someone who wasn't faithful. Another thing I don't like is when people put embarrassment on infidelity victims and say things like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. I know she's so embarrassed. No, honey, you should never be embarrassed by someone else's inability to be faithful, especially when you've been faithful to them. They need to be embarrassed for their actions, and the embarrassment needs to be directed towards them, not the victim. Okay? Now, Shaq is a sports commentator, and he was asked his opinion on this situation, and this was his response.
I was a serial cheater. It would be crazy and blasphemous for me to get up here and say, boom, boom, bam. I can't do that. I did it. You know, I was the best at it. I'm not proud of it. I lost my family doing it. No, it is not worth it. But let me tell you why. The happiest days of my life were coming home and hearing 6 different people say, Daddy, Daddy, Dad. Happiest days of my life. Forget the money, forget the cars, even forget the championship, especially when they were little and 2 and 3 and didn't really care that I missed 10, 15 free throws. They wait up for me after games and, Daddy, can we go to Universal? Those are the best days of my life. When I lost those, I'm not going to use the D word because I know a lot of people are suffering with that, but I was all the way down. And sometimes I'm still all the way down, especially when I was in my house in Orlando, which is 70,000 square feet, in there by myself.
Right.
Nobody. Like I built a house for the kids, gym, game room, pool house, this and that, guest house for the mom and all that. When I lost that by being stupid, it killed me.
And I know sometimes we laugh on social media and say, nobody, Shaq, I cheated on that woman every chance I got, right? And it's really because he's mentally destroyed. He literally destroyed his world behind cheating on random women when he should have been faithful to his wife and his family. That's why he brings it up every chance that he gets. And the thing is, men are not really taking what he's saying. Shaq will be Ime Udoka. There's a lot of Shaqs out there who are wealthy, who are rich, who are old, and who are lonely. But the narrative is always spun that women die alone, women die lonely. No, women die with family and friends, whether they get married or not. Women are usually involved in some type of community and have some type of community with them when they die. Men who are like Shaq, men who are like Ime, men who are like Kevin Samuels, they die alone. But you all let me know your thoughts on this. Why do people still think that pretty privilege and desirability will shield women from toxic ain't shit niggas? Let me know your thoughts on Shaq saying that cheating on your family is not worth it. Let me know your thoughts in general, and I'll see you at the next one.